don't really be talking about P. Diddy and all that stuff because a lot of that is very disturbing. But what I will say is there's a big lesson, or there are many lessons for the ladies, for us, within this Diddy trial. If you have been paying attention to the past few days and Jane Doe has been testifying, it is allegedly 50 Cent's baby mama. He said it. So anybody like feeling some type of way about people saying, oh, that's his baby mama, that's his baby mama, and she's unidentified on the stand. One, it don't take a little bit, but the two, put two and two together because of the things that happened in prior history between Diddy and 50 and the whole comments about his baby mama, etc. Two, you know, the things from her testimony then help put it together. The lessons in this is a man is gonna treat you how you let him treat you. We should know that. I mean, I know a lot of us still deal with BS from dudes, but if that ain't no clearer picture, for a man to think on your birthday you want to freak with two other Negroes or one other sir, that's not a birthday present, and it ain't a celebration. So any man that would try to give you that type of birthday present for your birthday, don't do it, sis. And listening to that test, because I'm very invested in it. I watch videos on it and all of that. I just don't come and talk about it because I just don't have it. I don't have that in me. But the things that he had her do and the time it took her to realize how full of bullshit he was is very sad. And I'm sorry, but you know, we all like to be a little sneaky, freaky, deaky, right? Ain't no way, damn it, ain't no way that on the regular, you and I about to be sleeping with, I'm gotta do the other man. You ain't even involved with it. The man ain't even touched you. What they said, what he said, what he said other Ronnie got beat up. Did you even pinch the bitch? The man ain't even pinched, did he? You got to sleep with this man in and out, up and over. And that felt like a relationship to you? No ma'am, no ham, no Pam, no turkey, no gravy, or none of the other stuff. The other lesson I feel like, to sit and watch a man treat you like a freak toy and then see him treat other women how you want to be treated. Duly noted. Duly noted. The other lesson is not even for, it's for my women who be getting jealous and feeling some kind of way. Y'all Google who 50 Cent baby mama is and look at them. And y'all look at Cassie. Y'all know what she look like. Sometimes we sit and look at our own bodies. I'm out of shape, I'm fat, I'm this, I'm that. Maybe I'm not the prettiest. Maybe I feel I'm too dark. Maybe I feel I'm too light. You know, I don't give the aesthetic that these men like. You would have wanted to be Cassie. You see them on the carpets and stuff. Meanwhile, this lady getting beat down. So, to my ladies who might feel an insecurity about how you look compared to these baddies, you see what they get. You see what they get. It's not, bad treatment is not limited to those who are on the lower ranks of life, or in looks, in finance, in any of that stuff. It's not limited. In fact, from what I'm seeing, the girls who was chasing the men's with the monies and ain't working real jobs, their struggles are the struggles that they can keep. Ones that I don't wish dart my door. I wouldn't ever want to in my life have to struggle with, if I don't sleep with this other man so my man can watch, my rent won't get paid. I won't have nowhere to live. Because I tell him I no longer want to do a freak off. He said, okay, girl, you better find out how you gonna pay that rent. No, because I go to work every day. And baby, the check that comes to my direct deposit pays my rent. That is wild to me. That is wild to me. And shout out to Young Miami. Because Miami said, baby, you're not finna treat me like no freak hoe. You're gonna treat me like a lady. I'm a lady. And you're gonna show these other bunches how you supposed to treat a lady. And it's interesting to me who he did and didn't have respect for. We got to take Kim Porter out of it, because from my understanding, he beat her. So the only thing we know about Young Miami is what's been given. This, from everything we getting from the other witnesses and what we've seen of her, she didn't deal with that. One, that's a Miami bitch, and he knew better. He knew she'd have all her ghetto family run down on him. Isn't it interesting that the black woman was not the one having to deal with this behavior? Because Gina even got her ass whooped. She told us that he kicked the baby up out of her. She said that in the interview. Now, I'm not saying him and Young Miami didn't get freaky. I don't know about that, because that ain't came up. Ain't nobody said it was her. That's another thing. The 304s that were involved have never brought Young Miami's name up either. They mentioned that man that had got arrested, and y'all didn't believe him. Said he was a toot for Diddy and Cassie, and actually was. I think that this trial, there's a lot of things that's happening in it, but if nothing else that you can get out of it, if you have young daughters, young nieces, young girls, females in your life, sit down and talk to them about this stuff, because this is a life lesson. You see how these women are getting treated out here? These are the women you would be following on social media that I want to be like them. And you see how some of them are being treated? You have to be careful. You have to not get caught up swept up in the game. Is rent worth your dignity? That's a decision. I feel like listening to her testimony, the rent wasn't worth her dignity. I mean, he's still paying the rent for her, but look at the cost. Look at the cost. Well, yeah. So, I had just wanted to say that, because there's a lot of conversations. I ain't trying to get into no deep dive into it, but I feel like it's definitely some lessons for the ladies, for the young women, for the females, to really take note of, because baby, Diddy wasn't playing. Something wrong with that man. Ooh, he need help. Anyhow, I just pulled up to the gym, y'all.